I realize in order to be successful, you have to sell to everyone. You can't segment a marketplace. You can, but if you're going to sell to 40 million people, or if you're going to sell to 340 million people, that's a decision one should make. But that was part of it. And because when I got to Sony as a manager and executive, I was asked to manage a all-girl group that was white, an all-boy group that was white. So I know this for a fact that their budgets were different. Their recording budgets were different. Their marketing budgets were different. Their advances were different than those in the urban division. And so that was the discriminatory part of the industry that I witnessed. The racist part of the business that still exists today. So one of my artist management class, I challenged him to do some research about 3 years ago. And the research was to go back 15 years and from a colorism perspective, show me at pop radio the number of black women that were of high complexion and the number of black women that were of dark complexion that got airplay. And again, this is from a research perspective. I've since learned that the common public don't understand the difference of research versus emotional. So the comments I made on the book about racism is really based on factual data. And when you look back at the charts at Top 40 Radio, you'll see that the black women that have been successful with airplay were all of light complexion.
Welcome back to Unbiased and Unbossed. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm back here with a video comparing the career trajectory of Zendaya's to Keke Palmer's. And the reason why I decided to do this is because recently Keke Palmer has been in the news for her great performance in the new movie Nope, that is by Jordan Peele, who did the Get Out movie. And a lot of Twitter users have, taken to Twitter to voice how this isn't her breakout role. In fact, one user wrote, "It's so interesting seeing the conversation around Keke Palmer having her breakout or superstar moment. And it's wild we live in different worlds because in my household, Keke been a star forever. Akilah and the Bee was my dad's favorite movie and it went triple platinum in my home." Another user wrote, "I like someone to do a deep dive on the similarities between Keke Palmer and Zendaya's career. This may be one of the clearest examples of how colorism plays out in Hollywood. They were both child stars, but their mainstream popularity is very different." So here I am today doing that video on similarities and difference. Keke saw the comments that were being made on Twitter and decided to respond with, "A great example of colorism is to believe I can be compared to anyone. I'm the youngest talk show host ever, the first black woman to star in her own show on Nickelodeon, and the youngest and first Cinderella on Broadway. I'm an incomparable talent. Baby, this is Keke Palmer." All right, Miss Keke. So I decided to put together this video and let's get into it. So Keke Palmer's first role was in Barbershop, Back in Business.
Yes, you want one of Uncle Eddie burgers there. Ooh, that is one right there. That's delicious.
This is burnt.
No, baby, that ain't burnt now. It's barbecue. Yeah. See that brother over there? That's burnt.
Well, why can't I have another one?
Because you can't. Now look, it's free, ain't it? It's chilling and the people over in East Hope are starving, and you sitting over here complaining.
Well, I'm not gonna eat it.
You know what, you sure ain't.
Ooh, I hate you. I'ma tell my auntie.
While some people may know her from a few guest star appearances on TV shows, she is most known from Medea's Family Reunion, which came out in 2006, Akilah and the Bee, which also came out in 2006. In 2008, she was the lead on her own show, True Jackson VP, which ran from 2008 through 2011. In 2015, she was in one season of Scream Queens, and in 2019, she was in the movie Hustlers. Zendaya's acting career started in 2010. She was one of two leading child actresses in the Disney sitcom Shake It Up.
Why is the window locked? Well, to avoid people coming through it. But you're already here. Really? Tinka is here again? Yeah, we are BFFs. No, would you stop that?
Rocky, relax. Back the boat away from the dinghy.
No, I can't take it anymore. She needs to hear the truth. Look, Cece, I know that you think that Tinka is your best friend, but what you need to remember is...
After Shake It Up ended in 2013, Zendaya landed another TV show on Disney Channel called Casey Undercover, in which she played the lead. It ran from 2015 through 2018. While filming, she guest starred in multiple music videos with some of today's hottest artists, such as Bruno Mars, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce. In 2017, we see her star in her most notable role yet, MJ in Spider-Man Homecoming. Later that same year, she starred in The Greatest Showman. In 2019, she reprised her role as MJ in Spider-Man Far From Home. That same year, she debuted in Euphoria, a TV show on HBO. In 2021, she starred in Malcolm and Marie on Netflix and reprised her role as MJ for the third time in Spider-Man No Way Home. Now that we know the roles they are most known from, let's discuss their similarities and differences. They are in the same age group. Kiki started acting in 2006 at the age of 13, and Zendaya started acting in 2010 at the age of 14. In Kiki's acting debut, she had a small role in the movie Barbershop. Zendaya's first role was in Shake It Up, a Disney Channel TV show where she played one of two leading actresses. Both stars had their own television show. Kiki starred in True Jackson VP, which came on Nickelodeon, while Zendaya starred in two shows, Shake It Up and Casey Undercover, which were both on Disney. Now, the two channels are competitors of each other, but Disney Channel far outranks Nickelodeon. In fact, Disney ranks 13 in top global brands, while Nickelodeon is ranked 417. Disney produces trendy movies and musical stars like Miley Cyrus, the Jonas Brothers, Zac Efron, and now Zendaya. On IMDb, Kiki is listed as having 103 acting credits, while Zendaya is listed as having 50 acting credits. Zendaya has won awards for many of her roles that include Casey Undercover, multiple for the Spider-Man movies, as well as Euphoria, with the most recognizable being Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, Primetime Emmy in 2020. The other awards that she have won is the BET Award, MTV Movie and TV Awards, People's Choice Awards, and Kids' Choice Awards. Kiki recently won an Emmy for her Outstanding Actress in a Short-Form Comedy or Drama Series for Turned Up with the Taylors in 2020, but she was awarded it in 2021. And it does look like in 2010 she was nominated for a Kids' Choice Award for True Jackson VP. Transitioning to music, both ladies have put out albums. Kiki has put out multiple albums, including mixtapes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find album sales. I have to assume that the numbers were relatively low because that information is typically readily available. Zendaya put out a self-entitled album in 2013. It has sold over 1.2 million copies and has been certified platinum. The biggest hit off the album is Replay. Both ladies have videos that have millions of views. Kiki's most watched video is I Don't Belong to You. It has 15 million views. However, Zendaya has multiple videos that average millions of views, with her most watched video being Replay at 210 million views. When it comes to magazines, Zendaya has pretty much been on every well-known magazine out there because she's also a model. That includes Time, Vogue, Essence, Allure, Glamour, While Kiki has been on a few of the most well known out there, such as Cosmopolitan, Glamour, and Essence. Both ladies have amassed millions of followers on Instagram, with Kiki having 11.2 million followers and Zendaya having 149 million followers. Other notable highlights of Kiki's career include she was the host of her own talk show called Just Kiki in 2014. In 2016, she starred in Grease Live. From 2019 through 2020, she was one of three hosts on GMA's Strahan, Sarah, and Kiki. In 2014 through 2015, she starred in Cinderella on Broadway. With all that being said, do I believe Kiki's lack of notoriety/slash success is due to colorism or racism? It's both. It's clear that Kiki is a black woman who is the product of two black parents, whereas Zendaya presents as a white woman most of the time. Mixed is not black. We know that because any person that is mixed with anything except for black, they never identify as just one or the other. We only see that when one of their parents is black. We see this happen a lot amongst biracial girls, and unfortunately for the American black woman, this has led to an erasure in our image. Disney is a machine. They sought out an actress that was talented and one that could fulfill their diversity and inclusion mission. By Zendaya identifying as a light skinned black woman instead of a mixed race woman, she has been able to weaponize, aka take parts that were meant for black women away while capitalizing off her image. It's wrong to compare a white presenting mixed race woman who, in the span of less than 8 years, had three shows, two of which were on Disney and one on HBO, several blockbuster movies, one being a Marvel Spider-Man movie, to a black woman who presents as a black woman. Hell, this conversation made me think mixed race women are competing at the same level as white women. Zendaya's success has surpassed a lot of them. The only person I can think of that is similar to Zendaya in success is Jennifer Lawrence. She has 35 acting credits, but that includes Hunger Games, Silver Lining Playbook, which she won an Oscar for, American Hustle, and X-Men. She also modeled and has been on the cover of most magazines, just like Zendaya. She also found success early on in her career and achieved most of these accolades before 30. This is not to say that Kiki has not done a lot, because she has done twice as much acting as Zendaya while also hosting two talk shows, being on Broadway, and performing live. However, the movies she's been in have only been popular amongst black people/a black market. The only person I would compare her to is Brandy. Brandy has sold millions of records, won many of music awards while also being an actress. She was also the first black Cinderella on TV and also starred on Broadway in Chicago. Mainstream media has made it clear they only want to promote mixed race women who are mixed with black to their audiences, and Kiki does not fit that image, which is why I consider the gatekeepers of mainstream media racist, as well as those who claim black women's identities while only being mixed. These women know they are not black, they know they are changing our image and taking away our jobs, and they do not care. Colorism comes to play when you have black women who know that mixed is not black, but they still say that it is. If black women who said these things actually loved their blackness, they would never claim a group of women who were birthed through another group of women. Tell me if you guys like this commentary. Get in the comment section. Thanks for watching.